So that's a quick start from Millis there. Just drives it straight down the middle. It's a par 4 first hole. So Millis here on the board early. Welcome into the golf broadcast here. My name is Brian Dunn here at Norwood Country Club for the first golf match of the year between the Norwood Mustangs and Millis. And there's a drive straight down the fairway there. You can see a drop on the right side. Again, Norwood Country Club is built. It's a very inviting first hole. Nothing too dangerous in play here. You're going to have the driving range on your right and trees on the left-hand side. So really, this is just it's a welcome in and rip it hole. Get some good carry on the club. And that one again, straight down the chute. That's going to be a good setup for Millis here. They go off in fours now. COVID-19 has changed the standard for how golf is doing, so it's going to be total score through 4 rounds. Another good little small fade drive there. And Millis's first 4 are officially on the board. And that's a little low carry shot there. That's a good way to start your round. So again, it looks like Millis's first 4 will go as a group, and then Norwood's next 4 will also go as a group. Jared Shea in the 1 spot is going to make his way to the tee box. It's going to be the group of Jared Shea, Dom Canidi, Brian Connolly, and Brian Dittmeyer to start it off here for the Mustangs. Jared, a well-known golfer. He's been in the top 3 positions for the Mustangs for quite some time now. Always working on his game throughout the spring and summer, and this is where he can showcase it. First tee shot of the day for Shea. And he hits that one high. That's going to drop, looks like a little right of the fairway there, but in play for sure. Now Brian Connolly going to step up to the box here. Looks like he may be going with a high-end iron, maybe a 5 or a 6. That one may be going a tad right. We'll see where he ends up there. Now Sean Dittmeyer up to the tee box here at hole number 1. Hole number 1, as I said, a little bit more of an inviting hole. It's got about 300, 400 to the pin. Just dead straight. You can't ask for a more straight line to the cup. And Dittmeyer looks like he's maybe hooked that a tad left. But you're going to be okay in this area. If you're left, that's okay. You got a little bit of room to work with going toward left to right of the green here. So, not too much harm there. And Dom Canidi now, the sophomore, A young kid in a big spot here. Kennedy's first tee shot. And that's a solid first shot for Kennedy. So Norwood's first 4 are off and running here. As you can see, Denham over by the first green is just wrapping up. And it looks like Connolly might take a provisional shot here to start his round. So Norwood off to the races here. As you can see, these new nice custom golf bags, navy blue, with the Mustang logo on them. So they will be on their way here, off on the first hole.
Hey Norwood, Aubrey here, and excited to announce the launch of the Impaction podcast, inspiring meaningful prevention through action. I know that substance use prevention sounds kind of boring, but I actually find it really exciting. It gives me a chance to engage with the community to create a healthy environment for youth and adults alike. In this podcast, we'll be talking about things such as mental health promotion, anxiety reduction, and how to keep youth safe as they grow in our community. If you have any specific topics you would like Impact Norwood to cover in this podcast, please feel free to email Aubrey Ciol, ACIOL, at norwoodma.gov, or visit the Impact Norwood website. There's a space there to submit questions or requests for podcast topics. We look forward to hearing from you.
All right, we're back here at Norwood Country Club. Millis' second group is going to tee off here. That one was pushed just a tad right. So again, just keep in mind the best 6 scores do count for this match between Millis and Norwood. So this is the second 4 for Millis. That one may be a little left, but it should do. Again, this is unique times with the coronavirus and everything going on, but it's always nerve-wracking the first tee shot of a match. It's not always the easiest thing to do. So third tee shot of the group here for Millis. That one went a little bit down the left-hand side here. Again, depending on where you are in the trees, you won't be in too much trouble. You'll have a look at it. So Millis here rounding out the top 8. Looks like that shot is in play here down the right side of the fairway. That is definitely where you want to be on this hole. Good second shot opportunity for the pin. Again, wind is coming at us, as you can hear. And that one is in play, as Millis's last 4 are now off on the first hole here. Again, the first hole is a straightaway par 4. Nothing too dangerous or challenging about this hole. It's a very open hole for players to sort of step up and start their round on. And we will be right back for Norwood's last 4 golfers. Back here for the final 4. For Norwood, Joey Demaray is going to be the first to step up here for the Mustangs. Good strike on the ball. Sounded really good. And that one definitely will be where he wants it. Have a shot at a green in regulation there. Ethan Barrows now up to the tee box. They're playing the whites. I believe the whites are the standard here for high school golf matches. Again, there was a little bit of wind coming at you on the last group. This group sort of lucked out a little bit as the wind has calmed down. But Barrows now is going to look to match Demaray's good swing. And again, good contact. Saw the ball leave the club. It was going a little bit right. Maybe drew a little bit back toward the fairway there on the right side. But again, great shot. So this second group here doing pretty well. The third shot there takes a little bit of a roll, but that's going to be okay. And now Erin Sullivan here is going to prepare for her last shot. Again, she's going to hit from the ladies' tee. And that was Kevin Sopel, who you just saw hit his first shot of the match. Now Erin Sullivan here, driver in hand. He was in Norwood's top spot last year when Norwood faced off against Dedham. That NCM covered. So she's going to take her time here, line up her shot. As you see a lot of pros do, it's always about repetition. And a great opening shot there for Sullivan. That's a low launch angle, right down the right side of the fairway. That is a striped ball by Erin Sullivan. So a great opening hole here for Norwood's second group. Just teed off, and they are off and running. So we'll catch you on most likely hole 3 and check in on the first 2 groups.
Do you want to stay up to date with Norwood Community Media? Then subscribe to our weekly NCM newsletter. Every Friday, our promotions department publishes an online newsletter that highlights the work of NCM and the latest happenings. It includes the full episode of Norwood News, recent clips from NCM programs, behind-the-scenes photos, and so much more. NCM works hard to deliver a steady stream of Norwood content, and this newsletter is another way to stay connected to Norwood. To receive the newsletter, just visit www.norwoodcommunitymedia.org. Scroll to the bottom of the page, click the Sign Up for our newsletter button, and enter some basic information. You'll then be added to our newsletter mailing list. It's all here on Norwood Community Media, your home for all things Norwood.
We're back here on hole number 3. It's a long par 4 here as we caught up with the first group for Norwood. Canini, Connolly, Shea, and Dittmeyer. as they make their way to their second shots. Again, a good opening hole here for the first 4 for Norwood as they look to try and grab their first match win of the season here. It's an exciting year. It's definitely an interesting year with COVID sort of putting restrictions or different guidelines in place, but definitely is. It's good that they can rely on their overall score as opposed to a max score going forward here. As you can see, Shea is going to look at his lie here. He's got about 40, 50 yards to the pin here. Or excuse me, it looks like that's going to be Dittmeyer's shot. So Sean Dittmeyer here. So it's going to try and chip this right on the green. And puts it close. This green's always tough. You have that slope on the top side of the green. Now it looks like Connolly, from about 50, 60 yards out, is going to go for a chip onto the green here. That ends up rolling down the right side here on the cart path. Now Shea here, gonna go for his, looks to be second shot. Nice little chip up and on. So Shea will likely have that for birdie. And now Kennedy is gonna have his chip onto the green here. That's a great looking shot for Dom Kennedy. 3 or 4 yards to the hole, easy there. That's a great up and down look. Connolly dropped off the cart path. Nice little chip up and on. It's gonna catch the hill nicely there. And sit on the green. Again, I believe there is no pulling cups this year with COVID. So that sort of plays a factor into how you're gonna be aggressive at the pins here. If you likely shoot it too hard or soft, you might find yourself in trouble. So again, good looks all around here on the green. Nap putt. Good first approach there. Hopefully you can 2-putt that one. Now Shea, I believe, is going for a birdie here. He's going to finish that up. Again, you got to take your time with these kind of shots, especially when scores count, right? A lot of times in golf, people may say, "Ah, that's good," but Every stroke counts. And that one, yeah, that's wide. The Cub missed a little right as it broke from his right to left, and he'll finish up for a 2-putt there. And again, new thing with these holes, they have handles on the top for people to pull the balls out without touching the pin itself. So keep that in mind. And a great little tap in there for Jared Shea. That one just goes wide. So he's going to try and finish that one up. Good little recovery putt there. It's Dom Canidi now. Has a very short way to go to the cup. And that one goes for Dom Canidi. So third hole finished up here for the Mustangs in good shape. We will catch them on the fourth hole for tee off. Back again on the third hole as Dedham is coming into third hole green here. As Mark there gets the ball to lay up on the fairway. And Millis looks to make their way onto the green here. Out with the rangefinder looks to be Colin Christie. Christie now looking at a shot just to get a gauge for the pin here. Again, it's a little to the right side. You're gonna have an uphill lie if you shoot past the pin. So you really have to be careful with where you're shooting. So this is a tough look here, but if he can make this will be a great recovery shot in that thick rough over on the right side. Now John Orico, just outside the green here. Looks like he does have putter in hand. So he's going to look to just putt that on there. Not a bad play. Not a bad play. As you can see, he put it within probably 5-7 feet of the hole. So I don't hate the look there. And a great little chip on there. As Millis looks to wrap up their third hole here. Just a bit outside the cup. So 2-tap that in. Now Orico for Millis. It's gonna look to send that one in. Oh, and it rolls right in. Good little putt there from John Orico. Nice little chip on there for Mark Frizocco. So 2 down, 2 to go here on this third hole par 4 here at Norwood Country Club. Again, you're walking Norwood versus Millis here in the opening match of the Fall 1 season. And a good line. Oh, it's a great looking putt. That is a great looking putt. And he will likely just tap that in. Ooh, good look at it. Again, if you can put it within probably 2 or 3 feet of the hole, not much else you can ask for there is he'll pick that one up. Millis' second group finishes up the third hole, and we'll meet him over on the fourth. John Orco here going for his second shot. Your second. Excuse me, second golfer of the day, and that one's gonna go tad. Looks like to the left. So he'll be okay over there. Again, another really open, drivable hole. The only real trouble you're gonna run into is the trees on the left-hand side. If you want to be anywhere, you want to be sort of right. It's Colin Christie here. He's going to step up here for Millis. Again, we're on hole tee box number 4. Did a great swing there. Down the far side. Looks like a little to the right of the fairway. So that's a good setup there for Colin. So as the second group from Millis wraps up the fourth hole, we will catch Norwood's second group here, coming up on the third. Back on the third hole green, that's the second group for Norwood. It's gonna step up here, Aaron Sullivan, with, I believe, what is her second shot on this par 4-3, third hole. That one on a good line. I believe she fell a little bit short of the green here on the front side. And there she is. So she's just off right on the first cut. So not a bad spot to be in overall. You can give yourself a good chance whether he wants to putt that or chip that. Really is sort of a coin flip, as you can sort of get away with both with that lie. We'll see where the rest, everybody stands here. Looks like Noe Demaray is going to lie in the dirt here. That's a tough lie. So we'll see if he can sort of dig his way out of this one. And he's got the right idea with the punch up. And ran right past the cup. But he will remain on the green here. Now it looks like Ethan Barrows plans to try and chip this close. Good look. Oh no. You could see by the look on his face, he thought he had it. I thought he did too. What a great chip. Put it close. You keep yourself within 5 feet. That is a fantastic chip there for Ethan Barrows. Well done. And now this is the difficult part when you can't find the ball. You got teammates looking. So they did find the ball. It was a really tough lie in between the bushes. Again, a really tough lie in between the bushes. And they ended up chipping it close, so that will be a second shot out. As Norwood looks to finish out this third hole here. Good little swing at it. Gets the downhill. So he'll have a couple feet to the cup. Now Demaray's going to line up his shot here. Again, a tough green. It's hard to tell from here. As you see, Aaron Sullivan chips hers close, and she'll likely just tap that in. When it's all said and done. Great chip there from Aaron Sullivan. Now Demaray here on the downhill. He's gotta get the right touch on it, and it's stopped short of the pin. But I think if you were to ask Demaray there, he'd rather be short of the pin than long. So he's probably thankful of that. And again, he's gonna just one tap this in here. And it looks like that is in. It looked like it may have lipped out because with the way the hole is structured now. But and a nice little touch there by Ethan Barrows. Great look. Now Kevin Sopel here, just about maybe 5 or 6 feet outside. Not enough juice on it. That's okay. Gets that in. Now Aaron Sullivan here. I'd say that's about maybe 3 or 4 feet out. It's a big putt here for Aaron Sullivan. Great little putt. Great little putt. Those are not easy to make. You really aren't, especially in high pressure situations. It is a great putt by Aaron Sullivan. We will catch up with them here on the 4th tee box.
We have a responsibility as a community
to give all our youth the best opportunity to succeed.
To stop a problem before it starts.
To not stigmatize mental health and addiction.
We have a responsibility
to promote positive youth and adult relationships.
To engage youth in the community.
We have a responsibility
to maintain.
To encourage.
To take pride in the health of our youth.
We have a responsibility to give all our youth the best opportunity to succeed.
Together we can make an impact.
Learn how you can be involved. at impactnorwood.org.
Back on the 4T box. Demaray is going to take his swing at it. Great line there. It'll be a little to the left, but that's okay. Thumbs up, he likes it. As long as he likes it, that's what matters, right? Now we got Kevin Sobel here. Gonna take his 14th shot of the day. And that's a beautiful shot. Little baby draw to the right side here. You cannot put it really much closer than that. Now Ethan Barrows lines his tee shot out a little more to the left. And that one, a little right. He said it's turning left, and I believe him. Back here on the 7th hole. It's a par 3 here. And a nice little clip on there. Oh! Almost. As it looks like we have one group, or one golfer, I should say, a little more in the trees. As again, this is the group of Logan Barber, Luke Bennett, Mike Gavoni, and Jay Ferrantino. As you can see here, he's gonna have a little bit of a more difficult lie coming out of the trees, but he may have put it on. Again, now on the 7th hole out of 9. It's a 9-hole combined gross score match. Using a nice little orange ball here. Believe he has this for the birdie. And just a bit short. But that is a good little 3-footer for par. And he looks like he's going to get that tapped in. You know, that is an unfortunate part of golf. So he'll look to bounce back from that. Now again, this first group of Millis here looks strong out of the gate here on the opening hole when we last saw them. Now they look to try and dial in a little more on these par 3s. Here's a second shot that is going to sink. What a putt. What a great putt there. I believe that's Ferrantino that made the putt. Just an excellent putt there to keep Millis on track. Oh, now one just falls a tad short. That's okay, so tap that in. And they're off on the 8th hole. We'll catch up with Norwood here as they come up on the par 3 7th. So you're going to have Sean Dittmeyer here. Looks good off the tee. Not exactly sure where it landed. And there it is. Right to the left side of the pin. That is a good birdie look. Now we'll have Connolly and that one sails just a bit to the right of the green, a little more toward the bushes, but he will be in play. Now Dom Canidi. He's going to give his best go. That one was on a good line. That one falls just a little short of the green. Right in there. So Canidi will have a chance for birdie. And now Jared Shea will round out the first group here for Norwood. Looks to try and just put this on the green, give himself a chance at birdie. Report says he's having a pretty solid day so far. That one again, a good line. Oh, great backspin. Just sits right there. Look at the divot mark on that ball. That's a great little lie. Near the cup. Good shot there by Jared Shea. And we'll catch up with them as they make their way down the hole. Back here on the 7th hole, Norwood making their way to the green here. Looks like Connolly is going to try this one for the birdie. And it's got some legs, but that's a little short of the hole. As Kanedi now is going to have a look for birdie. Shea over to our right side here. And that one goes in. Look at where he was sitting. That's a great little putt there. Take a bow. What a great chip. And Jared Shea for the birdie, a little bit right. That's okay. Don Kanedi. And that somehow did not go in. Dom Kanedi walked it in. He thought he had it. I thought he had it. Did not get it, though. Sean Dittmeyer is going to round out the hole here. Again, a great chip and putt. Or a great chip it, I should say, by Brian Connolly. Now Sean Dittmeyer is going to look to wrap this hole up here just a bit outside. So again, Shea pushed his ball a little right. He's going to have that for par. And pushes it slightly right. So that is in for bogey for Jared Shea. And Norwood is going to wrap it up here over on the 8th tee box.
Norwood. Here, we are chosen at birth. Our loyalties are predetermined. And our families defined. Raised by the stories of those that came before us.
Here's a breakaway. Bill Norman, he's in back and score!
Fearlessly driven by the hope of what's to come. It chooses us. It defines us. And for us, it's everything. This is Norwood. And here, sports are in our blood.
Norwood Mustangs 2015 are the state Division I champs.
As Millis here is going to have a chance to chip it on the green here from a little ways out. The rough is a little thicker over there, so you're going to have to get under the ball a tad more. And he does get under it. So that one sort of just rolls a tad to the right side of the green, but that will be playable, no big deal. Now you see here, nice little chip on. It's got to put it close. And he does leave it short a tad. But I think that will be manageable from where he is on the green. So Millis here is going to finish up. And a great little chip out. So here's the ball. And here he comes out of the bushes. Good little play there. Again, Millis with a strong finish here to end their 9th hole. As he's going to try and chip this on. Good little chop under the ball, as that one's going to take a little bit of a roll. But overall, a good look at the pin here on the 9th. They tend to play these pins, place these pins a little more to the front. So you have a little more room on the back of the green in case you get it right on the money and it rolls a little farther. Looks like possibly a birdie chance here for Millis, and no, it's just a tad outside. But he will likely finish that up after a few more shots here. Got about another 10 footer. Good of Millis to put pretty much all the balls in their putting game, at least 10 or 15, or inside of 10 feet, I should say, as that one rolls again just a bit short. It's good, smart golf. A lot of young kids that can, a lot of times, get carried away with drivers and trying to really hit ones long, and this is where you're going to get your bread and butter here. Short game, putts, chips outside of the green, putting balls close. This is what's going to turn, a shot maybe that's 10 over par to 5 or 4 over par, which can be a big difference in matches like these. So again, credit to Millis for really good short game out on display here today. As you can see, puts that one close, just taps it in lightly. So that'll end his day. 2 more Millis players going to wrap it up here. And just puts that a little outside, but again, these 2 putts here, that's okay. You want to give yourself a chance at a 2-putt. You don't want to be looking at these holes where you're behind and then you're 2-putting, 3-putting, 4-putting. If you're on and off in 2, I think that's pretty good and pretty manageable from anybody out here on this course. A good little finish there. And it looks like he's gonna round out his afternoon. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit. And that's going to do it for the first group here for Millis. Back here on the 9th, Dom Canini is going to chip his on from right outside the bunker. Gotta be careful not to pull this because he could land in that bunker. And that one's up and over. Just a bit outside of the green as he tried to chip it on. There goes Brian Connolly. He had a great chip in on the par 3 7th. Now here's Sean Dittmeyer as he tries from right outside the green. Good look, good lie. And that one, ooh, that one looked good off the club. So Norwood here looking to wrap it up. As Canini now has to play that second shot from inside the fairway, chips it right on. And that gives himself a good chance. See the planes coming down in the background as Norwood's first group looks to round out their first match of the season. The report from head coach Chuck Allen looks like it's going to be close. A lot of low 40s, little mid 40s in the first group. So we'll have to see where Norwood comes in the first 4 scores to see where we stand from a competitive standpoint. So Canini now is going to try this one. It's got a little bit of an uphill lie. And it's on its way, just a bit outside. And he puts that in. So that'll end Canini's day. Now Shea's going to line up his putt here as Connolly now is going to finish up. And just a bit wide. That's the tough putt because it is downhill. So if you miss, sometimes you miss a little more than what you were hoping for or expected. So now Shea. Again, first round of the year, so this is where those opening week jitters or kinks that need to get ironed out will get ironed out. And Shea just a bit outside, but again puts it close. So he's gonna wrap this one up here. Again, Shea was sitting in the 1 spot for this afternoon's matchup, and he will let that one go. Down, just a lot of putts being left short today, but that's okay. You know, a lot of times I think you'd rather be short than long. And Dittmeyer now will look to conclude his afternoon with 1 final putt, hopefully at least. Again, a little outside. So putting wise, it was tough 9th hole, but Norwood, that will round out Norwood's day. Back here on the 9th hole, Denham here looks like all 4 are on the green. or not Dedham Millis, excuse me. They have similar colors, or almost identical colors, and I would be remiss in saying that it is in fact Millis that is here today. Millis versus Norwood. Again, first match of the year. I believe Millis has had one coming into Tuesday's match, but this is indeed Norwood's first, as he looks to just miss that outside. Again, the putting by Millis well on display here, as they want that one to go down, just can't get it to go. And down the right side here. Again, they all look to bury them within 5 feet. There goes one. It looks like there might be a rules debacle, as the coaches come out to, delegate what's going on here. I'm not entirely sure as to what the dispute is. Maybe it might be someone playing in front of someone else's ball, or if somebody hit someone else's ball. It's again, not entirely sure, but both coaches are out here to sort of set the record straight, and Millis' second group here is going to wrap up their day here at Norwood Country Club. Back here again on the 9th hole, as Ethan Barrows looks to put this one on the green for his second shot. And that one is up and away. And he lands just short of the green here. A popular spot amongst golfers. Maybe a little too less club, if you will. As Aaron Sullivan is going to give hers a go. Sullivan now. Oh, what a great shot by Aaron Sullivan. Puts that close to the green. That, you could not ask for a better shot, because look how much green there is to work with. You could fall way outside of here. It's a little bit uphill on the left side, but just puts it right where it needs to be to put it within striking distance of the cup. Great shot by Aaron Sullivan, who has been playing really phenomenal throughout the entire round. So it looks like Kevin Sopel here. He's going to put his chip up and over. And he lands just outside of the green here. Not outside, just high of the cup. And so the last group for Norwood here, the last eligible group for Norwood, is going to look to finish up their afternoon, the 5, 6, 7, 8, if you will. You can see Ethan Barrows here just put his ball a little short of the green, so he's going to have a small chip. And no harm, no foul there. That's a great little chip to put it close. So Joey Demaray in the bushes here. That is not a terrible shot given the circumstances. But he does get it out of the thick of the woods there, so he's going to give himself a chance. As Erin Sullivan now is going to look to finish out her day with what looks to be a birdie chance. And Demaray chips himself onto the green. And so Norwood now on the green, ready to rock and roll. So coach's orders, balls must be marked. So now Kevin Sopel's going to try from the back of the green here. It's got a good line. Is it going to go? No, not quite. I mean, that's a tap in there. So I think he'll take that either way. So good end here for Sopel. Now Barrows will also take his last stab at it. Not quite, but again, that's a tap in and done. Move a little to the right here for Erin Sullivan's putt. This is a big putt for birdie. And that's got a good look. Oh. That's a tough one, but a great look there by Erin Sullivan. I think she will take that par to round out her day, and now Ethan Barrows will look to finish up here with the soccer ball, golf ball. Always a nice touch. And again, Norwood just leaving them close, but overall they will take it. So we're gonna have a reputt here, which is an interesting scenario.
I think it's just great to have sports again. It was good to see a high school match come on. To get the kids out here and have fun. It was great to get a win for the first kids for the first time, and our captain Jared Shea shooting 37 today, and a couple other kids, Erin Sullivan shooting 41, and Kevin Sopel shooting 40. So they came in at the end, and they got us over the top. We got a match Thursday. Our next two matches are away. We just got to be more consistent off the tee. I mean, some of these kids played great yesterday, and today, they had a bad round. It's amateur golf. Kids are going to make mistakes, so it's just getting out there and playing. That's all.
We definitely got off to a slow start. We settled in a little bit. Playing with three guys was definitely different. Not playing with two guys from Millis was definitely weird, but we handled it pretty good. So going forward, I hope we can lower those scores. No, I mean just overall lack of ball striking was really the killer. I hit a lot of wayward drives, and I kind of paid the price for them. And as the wind was a little bit of a factor, but clubbing up, clubbing down is not too difficult. The only gripe I have with the greenskeeper is the pin placement on 9 right there. If it was a little bit better, I think I would have made that eagle putt. So I think overall it was a pretty good day out there.